There we go.
Voila.
Say, pretty snazzy for a phony rock. Gimme. Keep that up and I may take a real shine to ya.
I'd rather you take a fake shine to Emmett.
I'm working on it.
So, you got everything you need for your big scene?
Everything except for your friend.
Emmett Brown, redheaded guy about yay high. He'll be the one with Edna Strickland.
Not for long he won't.
Great.
Hopefully he won't get her in trouble with Artie, too. Oh, Emmett. Here I am meddling with your life again. Doc does have a very good heart for thinking things through like that. I mean, I admit, and I see it too. I've been seeing it. Marty is a... It's hard because you're like, is it right for you to try to maintain the original timeline? Because if you think about it, Marty isn't in... If what he's calling his current timeline the right timeline, because it was, you know, the original timeline, that's not correct. Because in the original timeline, before he even before the movies started, his parents were, you know, his parents were not as successful as they were. His siblings were not as successful as they were. Doc was not married to Clara Barton, all that stuff. That's what originally happened. So the timeline that he's in now, that he's living currently right now, was already altered. It was already changed. So he's being really hypocritical by telling Doc, this is the way it's supposed to be. You know, this is because that really, what he's living now is not the way it was supposed to be. If you're calling the way things are supposed to be the way it originally was, because that's not what it originally was. That was the whole point of the movie, was that he ended up changing things in his life for the better. But at what cost? You know, he changed history around. So there is a big discussion. You can debate on whether or not it was right for Marty to change the things that he did. Granted, he did it not on purpose. You know, he didn't mean to go back in time. He didn't mean to break up his parents and have to put them back together again, and things with his parents are different. Their parents' lives are different again because with all the things that he meddled with. You know, it's the butterfly effect. He didn't mean any of that. So, you know, if he really was trying to preach what he's saying, then he should have gone back in time and tried to restore everything the way it was before he went on his adventure in the first movie, to put his parents back the way they were before, to put his siblings back the way they were before. But he didn't. He didn't because he liked his new life. But you have to wonder, did he end up, like, he definitely affected other people's lives, and maybe they didn't end up for the better. It could very well possibly be that other people's ended up having a miserable life. Like, they might have been worse off because of the things that Marty meddled with. He ended up getting, you know, the good end of the deal, but maybe because of his actions throughout the three movies, he could have caused other people to get the short end of the stick. You just don't know, because the movie doesn't really talk about that. And quite frankly, if the movie did talk about that, it would be a pretty darn depressing movie and probably wouldn't be as entertaining or as enjoyable. So they kind of gloss over that and don't deal with the consequences. They don't deal with the consequences of time traveling to that extent, because it just ends up spoiling the enjoyment of the movie, arguably. So I understand why. I mean, he's a teenager. He's like he's 17. I understand that he's short-sighted and he's not looking at the big picture. So, but, you know, while playing this game, if you saw me from the very beginning, I was feeling really uneased by this, because yes, Edna grows up to become very awful at the end, arguably, but, you know, that doesn't mean that we want to purposely destroy her life. Maybe we could do things to turn it around, turn her future around. Because Marty did it inadvertently, he ended up doing it with his own life, and he didn't feel like he needed to fix it. He just is. He appreciates the fact that his life is better now. So maybe he might want that for Edna. And again, what I just said, everything that they're doing right now is going to mess up other people's lives anyway. So we're just going to go with it. Just going to go with it.
Hey, Emmett, what's keeping you?
Oh, hello, Harry. I guess I've got a mild case of stage fright. I'm about to play my big scene, you know. No telling how Edna's gonna react. Wish me luck. Oh, for Pete's sake.
Here we go.
You've, got something on your suit.
Oh, so I have.
I'm messing things up for Emmett. I'm messing up Emmett's
Anti-stain
life.
formula, work your magic.
Fixing his life by messing his life.
Emmett!
Just in the nick of time. Step back now. We're gonna need a little space here.
Oh, aren't you a vision? Like something that descended from the heavens.
Yes, I'm feeling a bit elevated at the moment. There's something I've just gotta ask you.
Wait, your tie's a bit crooked.
I've been holding it inside for weeks now, and I've simply gotta get it off my chest.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
my grandfather's suit!
My formula!
Oh.
Don't look! Turn your head! I'll be right back and we can try this all over again!
Emmett Lathrop Brown!
Oh no.
Trixie Trotter! How do you know this woman?
I don't! I mean, I listened to some of her records and I may have taken a picture or two of her, but I...
Go on! Deny to the world that you know me. Perhaps it is true, but I know you all too well.
What is going on here?
You rich boys are all alike. You think material possessions can compensate for a broken heart. Well, you can take back your furs and take back this gaudy diamond too.
Yes.
I don't need your expensive presents. I need you. And more importantly, little Emmett Jr. needs you.
Well, don't Edna me. Apparently you are not the man I took you for.
Damn, see?
That's hilarious.
The mental alignment meter proves it. I am the man you fell in love with.
Let me see that card.
Oh my gosh. Degenerate criminal.
I should have known. A degenerate criminal.
What?
Get out of my sight! I never want to see you again!
Wow. And just like that.
That was rough, Emmett. I'm sorry you had to go through it, but things are gonna be okay. You and me can...
We messed up.
Emmett?
We messed up. This is not gonna... This is
That
not...
went off great, huh?
Yeah. Maybe
not
too
gonna-
great.
Yeah, this is not gonna work. He's too depressed. He's not gonna go see Frankenstein now. He's too depressed. He's heartbroken.
Emmett!
We gotta fix this. And the expo starts... Oh gosh. This isn't... Yeah, we need to... We gotta do something. Oh my gosh.
Emmett!
Go away.
Come on! Where are you? I'm sorry you had to go through that scene at the Expo. Things didn't work out the way you expected, but everything's gonna turn out okay. See, I know how this story turns out, and...
But it's different. You changed it. You changed history again. It's not gonna turn out exactly the way you planned
Story
it.
is over.
Is he about to jump? Oh my gosh!
Listen to me, Emmett. Do exactly as I say. Don't do anything.
Why not? Listening to you has worked out so well for me
Yeah,
thus
'cause
far.
you lied to him and all that stuff.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care.
Oh
It
no.
may or may not mean offense, but I don't care.
No, this is about to turn really dark really
Stop!
fast.
What
No!
are you
Emmett!
doing up here?
Don't jump!
I wasn't gonna jump.
Well,
Then what do
This
you...
is where I come when I want to think,
well, good.
Oh,
when I
Okay,
want to
good.
be alone.
oh. What are you thinking about?
Can't you take a hint? I don't want you here. I don't need you.
You don't know what you need.
And you do?
As a matter of fact, yeah. You need...
To get a good shot. Engage your emotions. Have some fun.
To get some perspective, think about it. All the people who have it even worse than you. For instance, Frankenstein's monster.
Frankenstein. I tell you that my very life force is drained away, and you want to talk about Hollywood monster movies.
It's a very inspirational monster movie. Especially the scene where they bring the monster to life. There's this big gurney that lifts him up into the air, and see, there's this wild storm going on, and lightning crashing everywhere. It's amazing. And you just gotta see it, Emmett. It'll change your life.
Look at my helmet. Which light is flashing?
He doesn't
Yellow.
care.
Apathy. I don't care about movies. I don't care about anything anymore. And I never will.
This is not
Don't
the
give me that.
future
You
that
care.
we want. This is not the future. We messed it up. This is not the future that we want Doc to end up in. We need to steer him again. You care about love. You care about Hill Valley. You care about inventing.
You still care about inventing things.
Inventing is overrated. 99% hype, 10% fraud. Name one invention that ever did anybody any good.
How about...
The rock, the light bulb, the car, the telephone. The telephone!
the telephone? Think how that invention has revolutionized the whole world.
Yes. Now a person can be rejected long distance.
Emmett. The light bulb.
Think about Edison and the light bulb. That was a great invention.
Might have been. If there was anything in this miserable world worth illuminating.
Oh, come on. Stop being so overdramatic, Emmett. There's plenty of things. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I know that you're just broken up. Your heart's broken. I get it. Your heart's broken. It's fine. I'll try not to give you too much of a hard time.
The automobile was a great invention, right? You love cars.
Yes. If I'm lucky, I may be struck by one today.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Help me out here.
You're getting on my nerves, Callahan.
Corleone.
At least you would be if I still cared about anything.
Oh, you care about me. Maybe not so much right this moment. Maybe in about 50 years you'll care about Marty more.
Your heart's broken, I know. First breakup's a bitch, but you'll fall in love again, sooner or later. There's a woman waiting in the wings, and she's worth waiting for.
Spare me the platitudes. Now that Edna has turned my heart into a desiccated husk, I'm done with love. Forever.
We're all depending on you to pull it together. Why, you're gonna put Hill Valley on the map.
Oh, please. My greatest fear is that I'll end up frittering my life away in this miserable town.
How about me? How about good old Marty?
Me!
Corleone.
Care about me, Doc.
You?
Yeah.
You.
Oh.
You did this to me.
Oh, boy.
Did what?
I was perfectly content drudging away in my dad's law office.
No, you weren't.
You show up out of nowhere, get me all excited about inventing, and disappear. 2 months later, you show up again, you trick me into making a hero out of myself and getting involved with Edna Strickland. Then you appear a third time and pretend to be my friend just so you can yank the rug out from under me and send me sprawling into the dirt.
Oh, boy.
Okay, I can work with that.
I loathe you, Harry Callahan. Or is that even your real name?
No.
Marty. My name is Marty.
Oh, so everything you've told me's been a lie.
More or less.
Why? Why did you ruin my life?
I wasn't trying to lose your life. No, I'm not going to say that.
Edna was no good for you. She was leading you down the wrong path.
I see. You had my best interests at heart.
Just like Edna told
Yeah.
him.
Just like my father.
Oh, but there's more to it, see? Your father doesn't know your true path.
And you do?
Yes!
How is it that I can create a mental alignment meter and yet fail to realize that you are completely delusional? Oh, what does it matter? The world is absurd.
No, I know exactly what I'm doing. See? I know this may sound crazy, but you gotta listen. In 1985, you're gonna invent a time machine.
You're right. It sounds crazy.
I'm just trying to explain where I'm coming from. In 1985, you're gonna invent...
You're right. It sounds crazy.
I'm being
I'm
forced.
just trying to explain where
I'm being forced to say this.
I did it for fun.
You ruined my life for fun?
Yeah, That's how I get my kicks.
Oh, he just wants him to get upset.
Bastard! And all that time you spent building up my dreams, telling me I was going to be a great scientist.
Don't stop dreaming. You are going to be a great scientist.
Your flattery doesn't work anymore.
Why are we being forced? We're being there's no extra dialogue. We're being forced to call them names and stuff.
What a laugh. Dreams are only for people with guts enough to follow them.
You're saying I don't have guts?
You? Look at you.
What
Are
do
you
you
chicken?
know?
Call
A
him
person
chicken.
like you? You don't know the first thing about me. I have more dreams in my little finger than you'll ever have.
Hey, daydreams don't count.
Daydreams? That's what they said to Edison. That's what they said to Einstein. That's what they said to...
Dr. Frankenstein?
Yeah! And look what they accomplished. I'm sick of people telling me what I can and can't do. First my father, then Edna, now you! Listen to me, good. From now on, I'm living my life my way. I'm taking my own advice and I'm following my own ideas. My ideas. Do you hear me? My ideas. Great Scott. I've got it.
Got
What
what?
just happened?
Solution. My invention. I know how to make it
Mental
work.
alignment meter?
No, my airborne personal transport device.
The rocket car?
Not rockets at all. That was my mistake. The basic idea was sound, but the propulsion system was unworkable. But the lightning. Suddenly the answer is clear. It came to me all at once, like
A bolt of lightning?
exactly. Static electricity. Super ionized static electricity powering the asynchronous oscillation of frictionless plates inside the... What's this stupid thing doing on my head?
Emmett, you're you again.
Here I've been wasting my time with silly mind-reading tricks when there's serious science to be done. And the Expo begins at 8.
Let's get the hell out of here before anything else happens.
What?
I said, let's get out of here
Emmett!
before anything...
Emmett! Oh my gosh. Save Emmett from falling to his death. Oh, get into the hatch. Marty, you gotta save your friend. Don't just, you're just, he's like strolling. Oh, okay,
It's not going anywhere.
Maybe I should. Mind map helmet.
Emmett's helmet. I don't think he needs it now.
We need to move with a little bit more sense of urgency here, McFly.
Should I go for help? Better not leave him.
Marty, a little bit more urgency here. He's like, do. I'm hitting shift, so which means I'm supposed to be able to run, but
Hey, Emmett!
come on, Telltale. You could
I
have.
guess he can't hear me from down here.
You could have animated this a little bit better. Urgency, Telltale, urgency. I'm just going maybe I should ask for help. Maybe I should drive for help.
Emmett's helmet. I don't think he needs it now. It's not going anywhere. I can't undo the knot.
Maybe he'll like me once I save him from his death.
Hold on!
I wasn't planning on doing anything else.
Rope.
I can't swing on it while it's still attached to the statue. I can't swing on it while it's still attached to the statue.
I need to cut the statue loose somehow. Fuck.
Expo's already started. It's not going anywhere.
Rope. There's gotta be something in this truck.
Better not leave him.
This better not leave him. Alright, come on. Come on. What else can I use? I'll catch you. I'll use my I'll use the newspaper as a trampoline that you can land on. No, that's not gonna work. Emmett's a smart guy, even when he's upside down. Talk to Emmett.
What?
I guess he can't hear me from down here.
Talk to him from up there, then.
Hang in there!
I don't have...
Here, you can hear me here. Emmett.
Emmett!
What?
I'm sorry I had to get you so upset. See, I figured you needed to...
Forget it!
Good.
This isn't the time for long-winded explanations.
I'll help you finish your new invention.
Great! The first step is to get me down from here!
Can you climb up?
I'm afraid I can't find a convenient purchase for my upper limbs.
What?
No handhold!
Got anything useful on you?
Only my wallet. Oh, and this portable anti-stick, anti-stain formula. Oops!
That might work.
Got any ideas for me?
I think I used up my quota for the day.
Sorry about Edna.
I'm sorry about
It's
you
not a
and
good
Edna.
time, but...
Water over the bridge. Now get me down from here.
Alright, alright.
Hang in there.
Very funny.
I know what to do. Get on this rope. Where is everybody else? I guess everyone is in the expo. Nobody's just walking around helping, like being able to offer any assistance.
Emmett's solution. This stuff's dangerous.
Solution is right. I think I found the solution to this problem. Rope. I'm surprised that Emmett didn't fall after I did that. That solution could be really useful. Rope. Gotta swing towards Emmett. Come on.
Gotcha.
Let's get out of here.
Your pants. They're stuck.
Do something before we're crushed. Ah!
Oh gosh.
What are you doing?
Trust me. Hold on.
There we go. Perfect.
What did you say your name was again?
Marty.
Marty? Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Nice.
Tungsten. The catalyst will need to be made out of tungsten, given the temperature within the converter will no doubt be intense. We'll have to harvest the filaments from all the light bulbs in my house.
Your invention. You think you can finish it before the end of the expo?
Think? I've got to. My future depends on it.
Then let's go.
Of course, the oscillating plates will need to be calibrated precisely. Even the slightest misalignment could cause the magnetic field to fluctuate in intensity, leading to sudden shifts in polarity. The results could conceivably be catastrophic.
Who cares?
My
Who
thought
cares?
exactly. Science should be messy and unpredictable, or else where's the fun of it?
That's the spirit. Oh, poor Edna. Poor Edna. Oh no.
Need a lift?
Oh.
Mr. Sagan, got the kinks worked out of your car of the future?
Not all of them, but at least the DeLorean's mundane terrestrial functionality remains intact.
As usual, I have not the slightest idea what you're talking about. In fact, you remind me of someone I used to...
There, my dear, don't worry. I'm sure it will all turn out well in the end.
Maybe for everyone else, but I suddenly feel very much like someone who's going to be alone and unloved for a very long time.
Oh no.
Maybe I should get a cat.
Oh no. Oh, Telltale.
Nonsense. I can state with nearly 100% certainty that you're going to have a long and fulfilling life.
What are you
How
gonna
can you
do?
know that?
I think you'll find I know almost everything worth knowing about you and young Emmett and his friends. Tell me, how much do you know about Harry Callahan?
Oh no, is Doc going to double cross us? Oh no! Oh no! Is that how the episode? Oh my gosh! Wow! Or is the game trying to make us think that that's what Doc's gonna do, and he's actually gonna do something a little bit more wiser than that?
Let me explain it again.
Oh no.
I realized that it wasn't Edna that made my life miserable.
It was
science. She used my science to turn Hill Valley into a police state.
Oh no.
If Emmett doesn't go through with a demonstration at the Expo, his dreams of being a scientist will dim just enough for Edna to step back into his life and steer him down another path.
Oh no.
Doc.
Out of time. That's gonna make a huge paradox. Huge time paradox, don't you think? Actually, we already had a huge time paradox, because the moment that he stopped becoming a scientist, the DeLorean and Marty should have erased out of existence. But they didn't. It's okay. It's the whole, but the writer, time travel is hard, believe me, I know. Because I'm not going to give anything away. Time travel is hard, and, you know, I have to, the Telltale writers were trying as hard as they can to making a story that didn't have too many plot holes, but that's one pretty darn huge one, Telltale. You know, real. So, this was the episode that made you feel rotten. It made you feel really bad, and they did a great job. Telltale, you can see that the writers, even though, like I said, some of the action scenes were very hokey, and there were some plot holes, some pretty glaring plot holes in the story. One thing that Telltale is still good at is they're very good at invoking emotions on people and the empathy. Like the end of the first episode with Emmett, when we were basically confessed him that we lied to him. That was very emotional. And then just everything with Edna, as much as you love to hate her character when she's older, you can't help but feel so sympathetic towards her. And it just really got to me when she was in Doc's car and was saying, you know, I'm foreseeing a future where I'm just going to be alone and unloved. And I'm like, I don't want that future for her either. I don't want Edna to have a bad life either. Yeah, it was fun to give her a hard time when she was older, but when she's young and she still has the potential to be a better person than what she will become, you can't help but feel sympathetic. And I think that's that's great. And I am very excited to find out what happens at the very end and how this is all going to tie up. Like, I understand where Doc is coming from, and I understand why he thinks that Marty is wrong. And to be quite honest, I don't think that Marty is completely in the right either. It's a really tough situation when you're dealing with morality and time travel and maintaining the timeline and all that good stuff. And so that's the thing, is I understand where everybody's coming from. I know why, obviously, why, from Marty's point of view, why he wants to do things the way that he's been doing things in the episode. I understand Edna, and I understand Doc. I understand all three of them, and it's just really tough, and I just don't know how this is going to get tied up in the next episode, but we'll find out very soon, won't we? So, yeah, I guess I will talk to you guys later. I believe by the time this episode is out, it'll be October, probably around the time when Doc and Marty are supposed to get to 2015. So that would be pretty cool if my videos were, you know, ended around that time when they finally get here for the arrival of Doc Brown and Marty McFly. But anyway, I hope you guys have been enjoying this series so far, and tune in next time for the final episode. Until then, love yourselves and love each other.